Very good display here of skill by Alice. An underdog here, playing against Doe. The loser bracket as we are going for the last game of this matchup here. Doe versus Alice on Amazonia. Doe as the human starting at the bot left here at the map against the Night Elf. Alice the underdog here at the bottom, at the top right of the map. Good luck to Doe. Nothing replied by Dodo. Check out his face. Check out this face here as he is so pissed losing the game. I think someone is a little bit mad here. As I see a little link here in my chat, please do not do any post link. I do not have any words anymore. Lol. Do not post any links inside my chat, please, without my permission. Guys, I do not know this guy. Do not click any links. It is not provided by me. It could be malware, whatever. You guys are intelligent enough not to do stuff like this. So yeah, let's get back into the game as we see a wisp crossing the map now. Going to check out what the human is doing, and I wanna see what heroes are gonna build up now. And Archmage going cookie cutter. Not gonna go for anything special this time, as this map does not allow it. Or maybe he has a special strategy for this map, since it is the map of his choice here, utilizing the archer, the Night Elf, with a wand of lightning shield, damaging the wisp a little bit. Must be careful not to lose the wisp. Here, maneuvering the archer around, very nice, until the demon hunter gets in here to gets the item and the XP. At the same time, the archmage just leveling up here, killing the creep archmage level 5. Let's see what item's gonna be. Something +2, looks like a ring of protection +2, as the archmage already creeping, already pulling the next creep. Very nicely done here. And the demon hunter done with his creep as well. Let's see the item on the demon hunter. Yes, wisp somehow is being followed now without any reason. I wanna see the items, please click the items here. I'm not interested in the build order, as it is pretty standard from both sides so far. Footman scouting out the Night Elf base, as the Ancient of War is eating up another tree to regenerate health. Here I saw Slippers of Agility and a Ring of Protection on the Archmage level 2 at the moment. Regenerating his mana, almost has enough mana to cast the next water elemental, and there it was. It's gonna be providing enough meat shield too, with the help of his militia and a few footmen he has. In this early state of the game to already creep this golem, but the demon hunter is not far, using his immolation here. Very nice, gets a kill off on one of the water elementals. Is going in, hugging the golem now at this point. Must be careful not to get rocked there by the golem, but the militia are doing a great job here. Just sealing the deal here for the archmage to get the golem down, as the demon hunter cannot dish out any more damage with his immolation, and gets, yeah, defended very good here by the archmage. Level 3 now, level 2 water elementals coming. No utilization of the merc camp so far, as we can see. No shadow priest yet. Desperately needed on the Night Elf side, since they don't wanna waste the wisp or the micro or whatever evolving a wisp, spelling those water elementals, but not being able to ignore them at the same time. As we see a huntress now killing peasants, trying to make their way back into the humans' fortress here, as the archmage is picking up a clause of attack +6, I'm thinking. Nope, it's a Gauntless +3 attack, as he makes his move to his opponent's natural shop, buying a Staff of Teleportation. Let's see what the Demon Hunter has in his inventory. Gloves of Haste and Gauntlet of Strength, actually providing a little bit more HP here, as the Archmage being right back at the action here, summoning his level 2 Water Elemental, as the expansion has to be delayed. Demon Hunter being surrounded now by everything, but that's actually what he wants. At the same time, he's getting shut down again since all this damage. All those units are having some damage, impacting the Demon Hunter, doing some good work here. 2 peasants, 1 footman, 1 peasant is going down in the end. Was this trade worth this teleport? I do not know. As he's cycling his items to replenish on his moon, was now getting back to the human as soon as possible, or trying to attempt a creep. I'm thinking he's going for a creep now, having this huntresses at the same time just scouting and being present here. Demon Hunter now going for the shop of his opponent, realizing his opponent is too close, abandoning the attempt, only pulling the creeps. I do not know if there's an ogre Maggie with them or anything that casts a spell. Otherwise it would be a very nice move here just by aggroing the creeps, activating their buffs, already making it a little bit harder on the human side to creep them out. As the Night Elf now is regrouping at the middle once again, getting a Troll Berserker here. No Shadow Priest though shown, as the Troll Berserker only has piercing damage, and piercing damage won't be enough to do a lot here, I'm afraid, against the human. As the game is continuing towards the mid game, nothing yet really happening, as an attempt and a sub of teleportation forced here by the Night Elf. A little bit of a trade here, as the Water Elemental is doing standard damages, pushing away the huntresses. This piercing damage really does a lot to them, as the footmen are following their leader, the Archmage here, being mana drained now at the middle of the map. Of course, it's a Panda as a second hero, having Breath of Fire skilled, and the footmen now are giving a very nice here target here for the Panda to Breath of Flame, but he's not focusing on damaging the footman since the Archmage is so low, and possible kill could be on the table here. He's going for the kill, forcing a teleport. Archmage now using AoE heal just to heal himself, mainly Clarity Potion. Otherwise no other items here on the Archmage, as the Pandaren Brewmaster is starting to get his level on now, pulling the Golem creep here. Let's see, Demon Hunter trying to harass the Archmage. Archmage gets easily saved though, together with his elemental inside the Zeppelin. Is he gonna attempt a move on the Night Elf player again, while expanding at the same time, just containing the Night Elf inside his base? Although this Panda is really some kind of a threat against all those units of the human here. He can just have so much meat shield, as the Breath of Flame is there all the time. Cannot really have all his footmen out at the same time, does not want them to be Breath of Flamed, as Android is pushing away the Zeppelin. The Night Elf though losing his engine at war, so a nice creep check, a nice harass on the human side here, gaining momentum here as his expansion is running, and he's attempting successful in harassment here. No second hero for the human yet, as the Night Elf takes to tile free. Pandaren still far away from level 2, no Drunken Haze yet, as the Demon Hunter is making his way to level 4. A Huntress will maybe go down here very low, so shy from dying here, 9 hit points at the moment. The Huntress goes down. Oh no, another Huntress dying. Will he lose the third one as well? Oh, very bad. Micro here losing the third Huntress. Alice does not really want to lose any units at this point, since those units are gonna cost gold to remake, and he does not have the gold advantage now. That's in the favor of the human at this point, losing 300 as well creeping. I don't know if at this state of the point of the game, if this was intentional freeing up for food, because Night Elf only on 39 food, very much of a misplay here. Losing 300 is down to, I'm still laughing. I am very much sorry here. A Blood Mage is getting summoned now by the humans. Blood Mage gonna be able to take away the ability of the Panda to be a strong unit here, and only ending up being a meat shield in the end, as Rejuvenation hits the Panda now. Panda being able to super creep himself up to level 3 now, as the Night Elf is taking dominance over the top part of the map, and the human just chills at his bottom side. Archmage now going in deep here, and Water Elemental providing a block for a small time, already gets dispelled here by a Dryad. Not much done here by the Archmage, and in the end still he has done something, because stalling for his expansion, just using his staff cooldown and maybe losing some experience to the Demon Hunter, even though the experience is getting the Demon Hunter very close to a very scary level. It's a better trade in the end if the economical advantage will show itself in the end, but we are again seeing 1400 gold on side of the human, and only so few lumber, 91 lumber, 21 lumber now. Potentially a same mistake happening, or is this his build, or does he know what he's doing? Is though maybe a very good human player, but plays the human too much out of the book, and not being able to adapt on exotic strategies, maybe like Alice is pulling off, showcasing in the last game, sieging a human at this point of the game, very ballsy, knowing though that he was depleted in wood. I don't know really if he did know it, so at some point he realized and go for it. But yeah, we see the Night Elf now taking a natural shop here of the human, actually having a decent army, 49 supply. Pandaren gaining on level as well, having a side ward here, double scroll of healing for the human here, as spellbreakers are getting invited into the army now. Side ward is down, so the map control is happening, as the Night Elf now closely is moving in to zone out the human, who is a little bit of contained inside his expansion now. Night Elf still low attempt to do expansion. No, I am completely wrong. Right at the north there is an expansion of the Night Elf running now. And just started entangling this gold mine, putting up 5 wisps in it as a gyrocopter, reuniting with his Archmage here, being very low on hit points. The Archmage now utilizing the Mortar's range to pull a orange creep here, but red is not, the Night Elf is not allowing it to just happen. He is contesting it, not contesting it at this moment, as the army of the human as well looks pretty decent here. 62 supply though on the side of Doe, starting to illusion up those bears. It's gonna be a real optical threat here for the human. Human though on 70 supply. Do not be fooled though, the supply is actually evened up, as the human has a lot of supply inside his peasants. Those peasants though are actually fighting now this fight with the main army here, providing towers as well at the same times by workers. The Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, wonderful work here by the Pandaren. Little bit of a pincer here as the Demon Hunter followed up with the Dryads, coming up from the bottom side, getting mana drained now, only to be mana drained, so the maybe the Archmage and the Blood Mage has more mana here, actually depleting the mana burn from the mana from the Demon Hunter now, making it hard for him to keep up his immolation as the Demon Hunter is getting rejuvenated and the bears are still providing a very very nice meat shield, but they're facing against these spellbreakers and it's looking very even. Still in the end though, those bears are chewing up casters and mortars downstairs, so though is not really microing it up as the Dryads are finishing off the towers. And is the Night Elf winning this fight again? 63 supply on the Night Elf side, 57 on the human side. His heroes are not gonna be enough here to withstand all the bear's damage, and it does not look good for the human at this point. If this is gonna be a battle won by the Night Elf here, it's gonna be an even out playing field since both players have this expansion running. It's actually forced, and a TP now from the other side sandwiched by the rock golems level 9 here being aggroed. Very very dangerous situation there for the human. The Night Elf Alice, the underdog, coming out so strong. Though a very good player, but somehow losing his cool. And I wonder, the Night Elf actually could have grabbed out this level 9 golem now. Very nice games here. As we see though, the guy who was favored by so many people just being not so dominant anymore in this game. Even though he had a very nice start in the mid, having this expansion up did not mean anything so far. Going towards the late state of the game, not doing too much for Doe in this moment. Supplies were almost even, the fight looked almost even, but the micromanagement in the end was very good here. The bears were able to tear apart everything, as the pincer move from both sides of the Night Elf just tore apart the defense of the human. I think that's what happened there, as the human now continuing his creep with a Archmage and Blood Mage getting supported by only 2 Spellbreakers. And Mortar is getting picked up here as he's getting flanked by the Night Elf, a lot of bears. Night Elf ready to fight once again, just juiced up on his Moonwells at the base. Instantly did very big mana burn on the Archmage here. Archmage almost down to 50% HP as the Water Elemental is being summoned, only to be dispelled very soon by the Dryads. How much do they have in their tank? Actually, maybe they have a lot, because they just left the Night Elf base, as the Night Elf is now retreating here. Bear getting slowed. Night Elf is there though with his Dryad to be able to dispel the slow, not even using a dispel on the slow, not using the mana, just the presence of all the units was enough to disengage the fight. I like this kind of plays very much. Very high skilled plays we are seeing here. Both of the players understanding the situation here. Very high plays. As the Archmage is almost to level 5 now. How much more trades are gonna happen? How much more Night Elf units are gonna go down? Is the Archmage gonna get level 5, or is it gonna be from the Mercs? As the human, very cocky, trying to pull the level 9 golems here. Not really attempting to creep them, just creating a kind of situation here the Night Elf has to commit to. He cannot just let it go. The human though not wanting to get creep checked by the Night Elf at the same time, so neither of players just doing anything. Kinda like of a Mexican standpoint, as the Night Elf equipped with Scroll of Healing here. 80 supply on both armies, looking very even. Who's gonna get out victorious out of this clash now? As the Archmage fires a firebolt onto a bear, saying, "Let's fight, man. Come at me, bro." As one mortar is dancing out of the ranks here, just solo harassing the army, not really being defended by the rest of the army, could get slowed by an Sorceress and picked off. Maybe the Night Elf could utilize on a mistake of Doe at this point of the game. Both players are just waiting for something like this to happen. Anti-magic potion here on the Pandaren, very very important. A very smart move to just deny the possibility to get mana drain by that blood mage, making him able to just Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, and the human finally got the balls here, taking down the first golem, getting level 3 on the blood mage. Very important move right here as the demon hunter approaching, getting instantly slow. Very sick micro by the human, getting down the mana burn here on the on the demon hunter as the water elemental is still fighting the level 9 golem here. Demon hunter gets slowed, berserker is getting slowed, and the magic shell just popped here just to disengage. It's gonna lose a berserker though in the end. Cannot really do anything as the Pandaren at the same time, we did not see that coming. The Pandaren at the same time just split up with the bears, doing the level 9 camp on the other side of the game. The cast, I am not in control of the stream, did not show it such an important move as the Night Elf now coming out very strong, though too slow on catching up by mirroring his opponent's move here, as both are doing kind of like a Mexican standoff here. Blood Mage did get his level 3, but the Pandaren got the complete camp here, and I really wanna see what item has been given to the Pandaren, as the Pandaren's anti-magic shell completely got kited out during the duration, leaving him being a very vulnerable target for the Spellbreakers now. Wasting a lot of mana on the Pandaren, and the range of the mana burn is so huge, while the mana burn is being paid with a price of the Blood Mage himself, since the Demon Hunter is closing in here. Gets peeled off though by a Infernal Form, gets dispelled by a Triad, does not help. Has to pop invulnerability here. The Demon Hunter still on toes of the Archmage and the Blood Mage, very close though here. While the Mortar teams are doing so much damage from the background, having these beasts raw from the bear stolen by the Spellbreakers. Spellbreakers are doing a very very nice job. Everything is very very nice from both sides, as the bears are doing a very nice meat shield and still are looking healthy. Same though is happening for the humans, and it's gonna be better for the humans at the end, since the bears cannot just shapeshift and heal themselves. The human though, he can, and he has this passive mana regeneration. The human has to retreat to his movers and get mana up before he can engage to the next fight. The human knows this. He knows the weakness of his opponent, or rather the strength of his opponent, and is enabling him to utilize it, as he's taking an advantage now, an opportunity to kill this level 9 golem. Let's see what items gonna drop for him. As level 5 water elementals are being summoned. Is this a Warsong battle drum? Yeah, it is. So plus damage now on side of the human army. At this state of the game, having a 80 supply army, this item comes in very very strong, especially for units like mortars, whose attack damage is just gonna get increased even more now. And potential steal from the spell breakers is very very dangerous already. As you see, both economically on the even side. Like a lot of stuff just happened and nothing at all in the end, since both just retreat, having their economical advantage, having their second expansion up, being at 80 food for a long time now again. A lot of trades happening, those trades necessary for the human and the Pandaren as well. More likely though for the human, since he can accelerate in the late game, creating very very sick plays with that teleport as well. Let's see what we can expect for the next clash, as it's all gonna be about positioning, though the initial positioning does not have to mean a lot, since both players are very skilled and already have to move down the direction. Everything is planned already. As we see gyrocopters now engaging little fiery fire units here. How are they called? Fairy dragons. The human constantly repositioning, regrouping around the Night Elf, as the Night Elf now somehow is being contained just by the range of those mortars. Cannot really get to them, And it's really a micro war happening now. As the Spellbreakers are already providing the shield, Archmage goes in very deep just to summon the Water Elemental, perhaps bait out the Demon Hunter. Maybe this was his plan, as he has to retreat now though. Very, very sick. Breath of Flame happening, taking down a lot of hit points from the Mortars and the Sorceress, as the Militia is flanking the Bears now from the side. The Bears are though not getting too much of a damage here, as the Bears are just pushing forward. Such a very, very heavy meat shield, as Water Elementals are getting dispelled, and only Spellbreakers now between the Archmage, nothing. So the Archmage is forced to retreat here, and it's looking like a level 6 Demon Hunter, just level 6 Metamorphosis coming. We're gonna see the Chaos splash damage. It's gonna look very, very nice of a game to be here, as it is a very, very sick game already. Do not know the experience on the humans at this point, but the Panda as well getting very close to level 6. All those Spellbreakers now being a very, very nice unit just to make some zoning plays, as the Militia is being refreshed and brought in once again. Night Elf spotting them though, kiting out the Militia duration, not yet healing himself at the moon wells here. Why is he not doing it? Maybe they are depleted. Oh my god, what is happening here? The Illidan is happening with his chaos damage, just tearing apart now at the moment, getting Infernal formed, being taken out of the game for just a few seconds before reuniting again here, wreaking a sick damage up onto the Blood Mage. The Blood Mage now, Infernal form on himself, has to get away. He's very close to Bears. Bears not trying to micro any damage up to the Blood Mage, though has to retreat, and is it gonna be a win for Alice?